So now I'm going to show you my very first game from the World Team Rapid Chess Championship. This was a first round game. We played against WR Chess team. This is a team with Magnus Carlsen on the first board, Jan Nepomniachtchi on the second, Duda, Prag, Abdusatorov, Huifan, Alexandra Kosteniuk, and Vadim Rosenstein. In the first round, Magnus Carlsen didn't play against our team, so it was Jan Nepomniachtchi who played on the first board. Alexandra Kosteniuk played on the women's board, so to say. Actually, there was no such a thing as a women's board. There was just a requirement to have one female chess player on the team. So I played against Alexandra Kosteniuk. I played with white pieces, and this is how we played. So c4, e5. I played my usual way, not probably very active way of playing, but this is how I played. I played a3, d5, pawn takes, knight takes. I play queen c2. Usually this is the way I play this type of position. She takes on c6, c3, and I decided to take with d pawn. It is possible to take b takes c3 or d takes c3. Queen takes c3 is not the best continuation. I decided to take d takes c3. In fact, I probably regretted a little bit that I decided to go this way, but maybe if I played this way, who knows what kind of position I could get. So, okay, d takes c3 was played. She played a5. When black plays a5, not only she doesn't give me a chance to push b4 pawn, but also at some point she can play a4, and then I will have this weak b3 square. I played e4 at this point, and this is what recommended by the computer. So e4, she played bishop c5. Now she has a good bishop on this diagonal, quite unpleasant bishop, and also every time she can move to a7 if I try to attack her bishop somehow. Of course, right now it is not possible, but even if I try to do it, she can always move back to a7. I decided to play h3. I found this bishop g4 move unpleasant. The computer is saying bishop b5 or bishop c4 or h3. h3 is a third line, so I played this move. She castled. I played bishop d3. Look, weird. I thought that I could remember playing this move, or I could remember the engine recommending to play this move against f5, and I decided to play this bishop d3 just in order to prevent f5, although at the same time maybe it's not that unpleasant. Bishop c4, by the way, bishop c4 is another option, so black will not be able to push f5 immediately. But for example, if I play bishop c4 and black plays king h8, then black will be able to push f5. Okay, for example, if I play bishop c4, king h8, then maybe I can castle quickly, and maybe f5 will be not that dangerous after that. I played bishop d3, not the best move according to the engine, but okay. Queen f6 was played. Right now I cannot castle, because if I castle right now, then bishop takes h3 will be played. And I'm losing the pawn, because if I take, queen takes, and my position is horrible. I'm losing a pawn, and most likely I will lose one more. So that is why it was not possible to castle immediately, and I played queen e2. I'm protecting the knight, so I'm able to castle now. Why I thought that this move is a good move is because I can play bishop e3 and trade bishops. a4 was played. Yes, now I have this weakness, so in some case black can move your knight on b3, and it's just really unpleasant to have this pawn structure. I played bishop e3 first. She takes, queen takes, and she plays h6, probably in order not to let me play queen g5 and trade queens. I castled. In fact, at this moment I thought that my position is probably not that bad. Yes, I know that I probably have not the best pawn structure here. I have certain weaknesses, but seems like everything is fine on the king side. So I thought, well, that's okay. The game goes on. b6 was played. I guess this move was played in order not to let me play queen c5, maybe in some positions, in some situations. So I played rook a to d1, knight e7. The plan was to play knight g6 and knight f4. This can be one of the options. Maybe there was something else. I decided to play bishop b5. I see that computer doesn't really like this move. Computer is recommending to put my bishop on this diagonal to play bishop c4. My idea was to play bishop d7 and to try to, to exchange bishops. She played knight g6. I played bishop d7. If she takes, I take. I'm attacking pawn on c7 and put my second rook on the d file, and I think that my position will be fine. Of course, she didn't take. She played bishop a6, attacking my rook and winning some time by playing this way. I have to play rook f to e1. My bishop has a bit, strange location. Yes. At the same time, my bishop is now attacking this pawn on a4. So she played bishop c4. Now she actually has quite nice active bishop. Her pawn on a4 is protected. She can always play bishop b3 and get under control this d1 square. I played g3. I actually like this move. Computer is recommending this move as the second line. G3, bishop f5 is the first line. But why I like this move g3? One of the reasons is that I don't give her knight to move to f4. And another reason is that, extra square for my king maybe. And also I want to play h4 and I can move my bishop back to h3, so I will not need to move it to f5 because it can be attacked by the knight. But if black plays knight e7, for example, so I can play h4 and then I can play here, here, or here, something like that. She played rook f to d8. My bishop is protected. One more move and my bishop is going to be under attack because, for example, after queen e7, I will need to decide what to do with my bishop. So I played h4. Knight f8. Now my bishop is hanging, and now I have 3 squares, but if I play to f5, it can be, my bishop can be attacked by if black plays g6, for example. So I played I played bishop f5. Oh, I'm surprised. I was actually planning to play bishop h3 immediately, and this was the right move, like the best move in the current situation, but I played bishop f5 first. Now I probably remember why I played this move. I played this move because I was thinking that if she plays g6, then I will play bishop h3, and she will need to spend some time protecting her pawn on h6 because it will be hanging by playing king h7. So I will win some time by playing like this. So I played bishop f5. She played knight e6. Well, I played knight d2. This was a really bad move, bad move. But let me check. I think I was thinking to take on e6 to take this knight, because I felt that this knight can be really dangerous for me. For example, if she plays knight c5, knight b3, but knight b3, okay, this looks like a good square for the knight, but probably knight on b3 is not so dangerous. But from c5 it can also move to d3, and I'm thinking that right now that I was thinking about taking this knight. I'm a bit surprised that I didn't take it. It is recommended to play rook d2, by the way, but bishop takes c6 is the second line. By the way, my position is slowly getting worse. If in the beginning, okay, after 7-8 moves it was like minus 0.10, then it was minus 0.30, 40, now it is already minus 0.70. So I didn't take the knight and I played knight d2. I look at this move right now and I don't like it. And now it was already possible to win something. Guys, if you were not watching, if you were not following, okay, let me tell it this way. If you were following my games and you know what happened, please don't tell anything. But if you don't know what happened in this game, how would you play with black pieces? Black to play and win something. So can you find nice tactics? Aleksandra didn't play this move at this point, but she played this move later, one move later. She played her move quite fast, but later she found what she missed and she played this move. And when I played knight d2, I also found this move, and I'm so unhappy with myself that I allowed her to play that move one move later. Yes, exactly. And this is the right answer. Rook d3 and then discovery on queen. Exactly. When I played, it is why is it always like this? When you make a move, only then you see what you missed. Rook d3 was already possible play at this point, and unfortunately my queen doesn't have many squares. Actually, my queen has only one square. I cannot move here or here, cannot move here or here, so the only move is here. And after this move, she takes on g3. She takes on g3 with check, I need to take, and then she takes my queen. When I played knight d2, I immediately noticed that, but she made this bishop b5 quite quickly, even though she had a lot of time, but she played this move quite quickly. I know what move, I know her threat right now. Now she's still threatening to play rook d3. I know this. And instead of protecting somehow, I was thinking about moving back to f3, but probably what stopped me from doing this was, the idea of like, oh, I just played knight d2. It's not very good to play back, right? To admit your mistake, my mistake, and play back. Knight f3, play knight f1. It is actually the recommendation, the first line by the computer. I actually already have -1, so my position is not that great. But my way of thinking, she plays bishop b5, and I think, okay, I will first make a kind of an intermediate move. I will take her knight because her knight is coming to d3 or to b3. And after that, I will play knight f3. And this will not look like I make one move with the same piece. I'm not coming back to the same square. I'm taking the knight. And of course, at this moment, I understand that I didn't protect, that it's not an intermediate move when I give check, for example, right? When I do it with check, and then I protect from the threat. No, I take it, and I understand that she can still play rook d3. And I was really unhappy with myself, like how I still have a lot of time. I made a mistake. Yes, I feel that my position is getting worse, but not to lose this way. To lose this way was really annoying, So I played bishop takes e6, and she played rook d3.
And the game of two Alexandras, Alexandra Samaganova versus Alexandra Kosteniuk on women's board. Well, I'll skip the opening and just pay attention to the last few moves. So black went bishop b5, just moving the bishop out of the way, and after bishop e6, you would expect a recapture, but Kosteniuk comes up with rook d3, which happens to trap the queen, I'm thinking, because queen e2, black has rook takes g3 check. And I was wondering if white is dead lost or has to kind of try to bail out, and I was thinking bishop d5. I don't know if it helps though, because if you take on e3 immediately, I was thinking, okay, rook e3, maybe I have rook f3, but the thing is that after bishop d5, I think c6. Oh, that's very cynical. I mean, you just attack this bishop again, and you win the queen eventually. So I think it was a blunder, and it looks like Kosteniuk, after rook d3, her position is, well, close to be winning, if not winning outright.
So it was possible to take your rook and, for example, play here, or to move my bishop back to somewhere. It was also possible to move my bishop and then lose my queen this way, or it was possible to play here, for example. So there were ways to lose my queen, and I couldn't understand which one is better, but I knew that there is no good way to lose your queen, and I decided to take on f7 first. She took, then I played here takes, takes, she takes and takes. So I lost my queen this way. I'm already -2. I don't have a queen. I have rook and knight for a queen, but my position is not good enough to continue fighting. But okay, I continued fighting. What to do? It's a team competition, and I didn't want to resign at this moment. She played queen h5, protected, rook d8, knight c4. And she spent some time thinking at this moment. Well, actually, I just look at the position and she had 10 minutes and now she has 7 minutes. She spent 3 minutes at this moment, but she found the way to trade pieces. If I take, then she takes and I have 2 pieces hanging and I cannot protect both of them, so I'm losing material. And also she's threatening at this point to take on e2. Very nice tactics. For example, if I play, I don't know, if I play something like this, then she can take here and I cannot take her queen because her rook is pinned. Rook d1 is a clever move indeed, and she played it. I played here, takes, takes, but her queen is very active and my pieces are not very well, you know, coordinated with each other. So knight e3, she goes here. Now my pawn is hanging, rook e2 is not possible, so I played knight d1, very passive. Queen d3, and now look at this position. This is a very good example of Zugzwang. Not a very good example, but this is a type of Zugzwang position, because you see, I cannot move my king because my rook will be hanging. I cannot move my rook because my knight will be hanging. I cannot move my knight because my pawn on b2 will be hanging. So I can only move my pawns, but I have not so many moves with pawns. I started moving my pawns, h5, c4, she gives check, and she starts taking my pawns. One more check, winning one more pawn. And this, yes, and now check, and I'm losing my knight on c7. Yeah, the position was so hopeless. When I lost my queen, I didn't have chances to continue fighting. Yes, there are different types of positions. Yes, you can lose your queen. I had rook and knight for a queen, but in this certain type of position, I had no chances. So this was a game against former world champion Alexandra Kosteniuk. We played this game in the Rapid Team Chess Championship 2024. And unfortunately, we lost. I mean, my team lost that match 6-0. But the guy on the 6th board had chances to play, to win or to make a draw, because their player on the 6th board is not very strong. But probably because it was a first round, and probably because, you know, we had some pressure. It was so exciting to play on the first board against the team of Magnus Carlsen. Okay, Magnus was not playing that match, but Jan Nepomniachtchi was playing, and we were, I think, all very nervous. And unfortunately, we couldn't show our best chess. I think we still enjoyed that match. We will keep in memory this match, definitely. This chance, this experience. To be among the greatest players, you know, top players, is a very, you know, interesting, great experience. Not every day you get a chance to play against players of top level. 6-0, but at least you were there. Yes, I was there. I was there, and now when someone asks me who was the strongest, who was my strongest opponent, so now I can say the strongest opponent was, I don't even know who is this, well, probably Qf1 is, like according to ratings, she must be stronger than Alexandra Kosteniuk, but I played against two strongest women of the world, Qf1 and Alexandra Kosteniuk, and I'm very, I'm very excited. Yeah, and over the board, not online, because online is one thing, but over the board is completely different experience. So, yeah.